What's up, guys? Oddman 105 here, and the wait is finally over. Rockstar, within the past 24 hours, has recently updated their newswire to reflect new information governing the new Criminal Enterprise DLC. And oh baby, I am absolutely stoked about this. Now we have a title, the Criminal Enterprise DLC. We have a release date, July 26th, and most importantly here, this DLC is going to release on all platforms at the same time, so there's no exclusivity here. Whether you're on PC, old-gen console, next-gen console, we're all getting this DLC at the same time, so oh yeah. And oh my god, there's some good stuff in here, guys. Before, I was skeptical, but now I am absolutely stoked about what we're getting, so let's get right into this. Okay guys, so for this video I'll be discussing all of the important points mentioned here in the newswire, but I will not be playing the trailer. Copyright strikes do happen, and Rockstar will copyright strike my channel if I play this trailer, so rather than do that, I'll be posting a separate trailer breakdown video later on throughout the day, so keep your eyes peeled for that. But for the purposes of this video, let's discuss what's in this newswire. Now, the first couple of paragraphs here establish the storyline for the DLC, and it's really funny that Rockstar has implemented real-world scenarios into the story. For example, it discusses how the economy is in crisis, gas prices have spiked to their highest level in decades, retail supply chains are in turmoil, and to top it all off, a ferocious heat wave is gripping the state. This is actually happening in the States right now, so I like the way they're parodying this information and bringing it into GTA Online. And another point of interest here is that our good old buddy, the Duggins, are going to be making their way back into GTA Online. You guys remember the Duggins from the Diamond Casino story missions? Well, apparently, according to Rockstar, and this is hilarious, I think, it says here, meanwhile, the sudden spike at the pumps has caught the attention of the IAA, who suspect the corrupt Duggan petrochemical family are rigging the system in their favor, and they're going to need you to help them put the pieces together. So this is going to be the contact missions that Rockstar mentioned in previous newswires, that we register as IAA agents and we investigate the Duggins. This is going to be fun. This sounds like it's going to be really interesting, but will these contact missions pay enough? Now, we know that Rockstar routinely lowballs the contact missions, and they rarely pay out anything more than $15,000 or $20,000. But if these things pay up to $100K, then I'm all in on this one. This sounds like it could be really fun. Let's keep going. The Criminal Enterprise is a sweeping update bringing new missions and upgrades to GTA Online, including significant expansions to business prospects for criminal careers, plus new elaborate contact missions, mentioned up here, with players operating as sworn-in IAA agents, right here, and much more starting July 26th. So there it is. We've got our title. We have our official release date. I am absolutely stoked about this. The Criminal Enterprise also delivers highly requested experience improvements while giving players more choice in how they climb their way up the criminal ranks. Players will earn increased payouts across a range of gameplay, enjoy experience improvements, and more, with new modes, vehicles, collectibles, and special events dropping all summer long. So we're going to have some drip-fed content, but that's fine, including new showroom floors where players can test drive or simply purchase a range of new vehicles on the spot. This is huge right here. Now, I've talked about this during my live streams with some of my viewers and subscribers, that I really wish we had a legitimate car dealership that we could go to, check out the vehicles, see them as they sat in the showroom, test drove them, and purchased them on the spot. And now it appears we're getting something similar to that. This is going to be awesome. I can't wait to see this. Okay, and expand your business. The most important part of this section is right here. And let's highlight that. And this caught my attention. And no matter which criminal career path you've chosen, all business activities, including cell missions, will now be available to play in private, invite only, crew, and friend sessions as part of the Criminal Enterprise. Guys, this is massive right here. This is what we've been asking for, okay? We can now manage all aspects of our businesses, from invite-only sessions, crew sessions, and friend sessions. Thank you, Rockstar. It's about time you did something right. Now, that being said, I still think that Rockstar kind of missed the ball on this one. One of the reasons that we've always wanted to be able to manage businesses in invite-only sessions was to deal with the modder hacker problem, and Rockstar fails to address that here. Until they can legitimately deal with the modder hacker issue in GTA Online on PC, there are still going to be griefing issues, there are still going to be hacking issues, so we'll see how that plays out. But for the time being, I am absolutely stoked and blown away by this move on Rockstar's part. Good job, Rockstar. Okay, let's scroll down. All right, executives, those who own an executive office, that's me, will notice new staff manager Lupe ready and able to help source additional special cargo for your empty shelves. A new side gig will also open up for executives, where a shipment of special cargo will arrive daily outside your warehouse, packed and ready for delivery to the docks. Now, this is interesting here. Plus, 2 new sources of special cargo will be added to the mix of source missions, increasing the variety of missions available to white-collar criminals statewide. Okay, now, from what I'm seeing here, this is specifically addressing special cargo and CEO crates. I don't see anything in here for CEO vehicle import-export, which is unfortunate. However, that doesn't necessarily mean that we won't see an expansion on the vehicle import-export side of the executive business. That may be part of the drip-fed content that we'll receive this summer. So we'll have to wait and see how this plays out. Okay, and check out this bike here. With the spikes and the machine gun. This is straight out of the Arena Wars. That's exactly what that looks like. But I'm pretty sure this is going to be available to all players, whether you have an Arena workshop or not. And she's pretty thick. Look at those stockings. That's nice. But let's keep going. Bikers. Okay, so if you have a custom bike shop, then looks like you're going to be getting an addition similar to the auto shops, where you'll be able to take in customers' bikes, customize them to their specifications, and deliver those bikes for cash and RP. This is awesome. It's about time. I think this is something we've been asking for a while. Now, this is a new aspect to the biker business, to the legal side of the biker business, where we can earn passive income. And speaking of that, there'll be new Clubhouse contracts, and there are going to be new patrons apparently coming into our clubhouse. So just like the nightclub, there's going to be a bar resupply mission where you'll need to keep the kegs tapped and the clientele happy while earning a little extra income for your MC. So the clubhouse is going to be a legit clubhouse where we don't just have a barmaid sitting behind the counter. There's going to be actual NPCs in the bar. Okay, and we have to keep them happy, just like the nightclub. So we'll be earning passive income from now on from our biker business. This is awesome. I like this. Okay, next up we've got gun running, and we're finally getting an M16 rifle in the game. It's about time, Rockstar. But let's keep going here. Ammunition has heard that you're all about supplying quality goods at a fair price, and they want in. Make a daily delivery to a designated ammunition store for an additional source of revenue. This is pretty cool, so now we can make deliveries to ammunition. When restocking your bunker, you'll come across 2 new resupply missions, so be sure to rob these new targets for all they're worth. And players will also be able to call Agent 14 from the road to increase their research progress by sourcing data from a well-armed mark. Okay. Very interesting here. All right, let's keep going. And ooh, she kind of thick too. Check that out. But stay focused out there, Wired X. So, nightclub owners. Nightclub owners can now contact Johan. Remember, Johan is our main warehouse technician at the nightclub. To take on missions to source goods for their nightclub warehouse, or call Tony to launch club management missions. So this is huge right here. We can now source goods for our nightclub in the same manner that we can source goods for our CEO special cargo crate warehouses. So this is pretty decent. I like this. No longer do we have to wait for business battles or wait for the nightclub technicians to source goods on our own. 2 new club management missions have been added to the roster, giving you new ways to promote your above-board operations. Meanwhile, inside your nightclub, you'll be able to maintain the vibe by ejecting troublemakers and chaperoning passed out VIPs to safe locations off-site. This is pretty cool right here. So, from what I'm gathering, we get to play bouncer, and I think there are going to be occasional fights inside the nightclub, which is going to be pretty awesome. So we'll be able to fight NPCs in our club now and kick them out. Remember that we do have a security manager in the nightclub with security personnel. as well. So this will be pretty cool to see how this works. And the chaperoning passed out VIPs, this sounds like a new type of client job where we make money by taking VIPs home or taking them to someplace away from the nightclub. So I look forward to this. This will make our nightclubs seem more alive and seem like a lived-in space where we can interact with the NPCs now. So this is really cool. Okay, and we have a new mission type here, Operation Paper Trail. The profits from soaring gas prices all seem to be flowing one way into the pockets of the most notorious oil-rich dynasty in the Los Santos area. The IAA smells a criminal conspiracy. Agent ULP will be in touch with the new Operation Paper Trail, commissioning 1 to 4 players as sworn-in agents to investigate the local petrochemical magnates, the Duggins, to see if they're the invisible hand behind spiraling oil prices. Now, this is pretty cool. We can do this completely solo or with friends, and I'm assuming we can do this in a solo invite-only or crew session or friend session, which is also pretty cool. Let's hope this pays out enough, because Rockstar, again, routinely underpays players for certain missions like this, but this seems like it can be really fun right here. I'm looking forward to this one. As we continue, we see that we'll be getting new vehicles added to the game as part of the DLC, both on day one of the release and through drip-fed content throughout the summer, which is pretty cool. In addition to that, we'll be getting 2 new Imani Tech eligible vehicles, of which I think this is going to be one of them. So if you guys look closely at this 4-door muscle car, which is pretty cool in lime green, I might add, this vehicle has armor plating and will more than likely be one of the 2 eligible Imani Tech vehicles. Pretty cool looking in my opinion. I look forward to getting this one. So let's keep going. Let's read this whole paragraph because this is important right here. There will be new tuners vehicles, and Benny's Original Motorworks is expanding its capabilities to work on additional vehicles. Yes, it's about friggin' time. How many times have we asked for a Benny's 2.0 here? Okay, it looks like we're getting new Benny's vehicles added to the game. Finally, Rockstar, you did something right again. Meanwhile, Hal is keen to get to work on an existing classic with a brand new ride coming later this summer for those on the latest generation of consoles. So let's stop right there for a second. I don't think or consider this to be exclusive content. I'm fine with this, but it appears that whatever classic vehicle this is going to be, it's going to be limited only to next-gen players. And you know what? That's fine. More than likely, this is a classic vehicle that all of us already own in the game, kind of like the Sentinel that was added to Hal's Special Works list of upgradable vehicles. That's probably what this is going to be here. So, I don't consider this to be exclusive. I am, however, disappointed that Hal's Special Works will not be making its way to PC this summer, but time will tell. It may make its way to PC later on this year. We'll have to wait and see. Plus, an assortment of new and deeper customization options for several OG vehicles, some of which you may already own, that will give them a new look and a new lease on life. This is huge right here. Think about that for a second. Rockstar actually went back and added customization options to a lot of the OG vehicles. Hopefully they did so for the free vehicles that can be found on the streets. This is huge. I look forward to customizing these cars. Now, with that being said, I stopped here for a second to clarify something. That this right here, the assortment of newer and deeper customization options for OG vehicles, every one of us from day one will have access to this. This is not limited only to next-gen console players. Only this Hal's Special Classics vehicle, whatever this is limited to the new next-gen consoles. Everything else, all of us will have access to this from day one. And finally, Rockstar talks about the quality of life improvements coming to the game, to include, unfortunately, the nerf to the Oppressor Mark II homing missiles and countermeasures, and an easier way to replenish health during firefights with more convenient access to snacks and armor and much more. Now, I own an Oppressor Mark II, and let me just say that I expect to get some kind of a refund or discount if they're going to nerf my Oppressor. Seriously. I use my Oppressor for money grinding. I don't use it for griefing. So if they're going to nerf it, I think some of us should get some kind of a discount on that. But I digress. Now, the Criminal Enterprise will also include several changes to the economy, including permanent boost to race and adversary mode payouts, increased payouts for the original heists and the Doomsday heist. Thank you, Rockstar. It's about time. Bigger paydays for bodyguards, associates, and MC members, and much more. Okay guys, and that's pretty much it. This video is a wrap. So let's have a discussion about this down in the comments below. Are you excited about this upcoming DLC content? Are you stoked about the fact that you can now manage all aspects of your businesses from private sessions? What about being a bouncer at your nightclub? That is friggin' awesome. We can now source goods for MC businesses and earn passive income from our MC Clubhouse. That's friggin' awesome. Are you guys excited for the new vehicles? You know, the new mission, this new IAA contact mission. I'll be excited about it if it pays enough. Now, my only gripe about this DLC is the fact that Rockstar has failed to deal with the modder hacker problem, and until they can deal with that problem on PC, the game's just not going to be as fun or as good as it could be, okay? But here's hoping for the best. Maybe Rockstar will eventually do something about that problem. But again, with that being said, this video right here is a wrap. I've been OddMan105, aka The Odd One. And if you guys found this information informative, then you know what to do. Smash that subscriber button, hit that bell icon, leave a like or two, and hey, don't forget to check me out on Twitter at OddMan105. And I will see you guys when I see you guys in the next video. Please stay safe, keep bringing that smoke, and take care out there.